who is the VP membership of our club, and she is also a great leader as well. With that, I would like to request Toastmaster Asta to kindly come up on the stage and explain the speech objectives for the speaker.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikas, for that warm welcome. So, the speaker for today, Toastmaster Arpit Kapoor, belongs to Lucknow and is a mechanical engineering graduate. Aspires to radiate a confident persona in everything he does, and he loves to sing and play guitar. As per the speech title and speech objective, the purpose of this project is for the member to identify his primary leadership style or styles, and the purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspects of his or her primary leadership style or discuss styles in general. Timer, please note that the timing for the speech will be between 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to the speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asta, for explaining the speech objectives so beautifully. Toastmaster Arpit, would you like to check your audio and video?
Definitely. Am I audible?
Yeah. Can you speak again?
Am I audible?
Yeah. A little bit of the voice is breaking. Can you speak again? I'm really very sorry.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Okay. So I think we can go ahead with that. So Toastmaster Arpit, power of pain, Toastmaster Arpit.
Before you are a leader, success is all about growing oneself. But once you become a leader, success is all about growing others. This beautiful quote by Jack Welch. So I would like to introduce my speech today, Power in Pain, with all of you. So hello, fellow distinguished Toastmasters and my dear guests. So here's my story about power in pain. I was in New Delhi when I got to know that there was a laborer who was having 3-4 sons, and they used to work in different factories. But there was a youngest one who was working in a shop nearby. When I approached him, he asked me to help him. So I asked him, what's the problem? He told me that his younger son doesn't want to continue the job, but the shopkeeper, is not returning his money. I used to consider myself as a leader. For me, authority was leader and leader was authority. And I was preparing for my IELTS exam in New Delhi. So I got very overconfident and I simply raided the shop. I ran after him and I asked him, why are you not paying the job? Why not paying him? The person doesn't want to continue the job. The story, I got to know that he was not present there. I asked his wife, would you please give his number at least? She said, she denied. She was not ready to accomplish the target which he had decided. Then I went and asked him, what exactly is the problem? What's the issue going on? Why don't you tell me? He told me that they were paying fine, but what they were doing, they were asking him to do extra work. And for that, he was made to massage the foot of the shopkeeper. And one thing happened. He was made to pick a dead body of a cat, which this guy resented the most. His younger son didn't want to do that. And he decided that he wouldn't continue the service to the shopkeeper. And they had their money. He had worked. They should have paid him back. But he was not ready to pay back, because why would he lose a gem? He was working so hard. So he planned that he would not pay him back. Total of 3,500 rupees was a big deal for him. For us, it's nothing, but for him, it was a big deal. So when I had reached his house, the news had got spread in whole of his family, in neighbor also. Tomorrow we had planned that tomorrow we will go and catch this guy. And then if he doesn't give money, we will call the police station. We'll go to police. Everything was pre-planned. I was cool as a cucumber that tomorrow we will win definitely. But he was very clever. What he did, he simply paid him 2,000 rupees. Only 2,000 rupees? Why? He told me that he said the next 1,500, he told him That was because of the jacket which he had gifted to his son. And that gift turned it into a cash prize for the shopkeeper. He simply uncashed the cash prize. I said, wow, that's awesome. I could see that he was so cool as a cucumber by cheating the old guy. I said, if you are so happy, if you are so sad, why don't you fight? But he said, no, no, sir, I am happy. I am happy that my son got at least minimum 2000. The main thing was, he didn't wanted to continue the service. When he got something, I said, who am I to intervene now? But I got also a gift. Won't you guess what the gift was? The negative vibe, the resentment of that guy. I got new enemies in my new neighbor. It's the worst strategy to make enemies in a foreign land. One should never ever do that. And I got most of the negative resentment through my neighbors only because he was very popular in his area. Anybody is popular in his or her area. And I was like, I could sense that resentment from all of them. They didn't encourage me. Everybody was asking me, what authority do you have? What's your authority? And I was like, I am authority, because I was having that mindset. For me, authority is power and power is authority. Everything was authority. So I was of that mindset. But that day I learned the lesson. If you want to help others, you should be in a strong position. But here at Toastmasters, we are taught that there are many different diverse styles of leadership. You can be a democratic, you can be a bureaucratic, you can be a affiliative, you can be many different styles going on. And I was like, wow, Toastmaster, I was not aware of these types of strategies. For me, strategy was completely different. Then I read through affiliative and I got to know about it, that it's a kind of a style where a person works as a teamwork. And I suppose this is the best type of style. Then Toastmaster again said, no, 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 this is not the best. There is nothing like one size fits all approach. In our condition, we can never approach or have a one style for all. We have to have different type of genres. In a country like India, where we have so many languages, so many cultures, so many religions, how can we have one kind of approach? So I agree with Toastmaster in that we have to use multiple types of approaches. If you are a person in authority, you have to make sure that you don't get engaged in one thing. So I am remembered of Bruce Lee. He said, be like water, my dear friend, be like water. You can never be the one son who's just like a rock. Never be like rock, be like water. So here what I learned at Toastmaster was that we have to be very simple, very casual as we can. And we have to look like as we are casual, but we have to be very serious. And we have to make sure that the problem is resolved. And in resolving problem, we are not making the other person getting resentful. We have to be in a friendly relationship and resolve the problems. So at Toastmaster, I learned this strategy, and I'm very thankful to it for teaching me the lessons. So I would like all of you to think about it and have a very democratic setup. I personally wanted my parents to be democratic with me, but I wanted, but the way I behaved with others was authoritative always. So I would like you to go through all type of democratic setups, leadership styles, and get a mixture of all those things. As the condition demands, just act in that manner. Be very flexible. Thank you, Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arpit. That was an amazing story of yours, and thanks for sharing that personal story. One thing I can tell about you is that you are a very kind person and you are very good at heart. So that is very important, and that is you should always keep within yourself. With that, and in the interest of time, I will swiftly move on to the tabletop